Michael, I have a question for you. What do you think is the difference between Daftarian Group and other local realtors?
It's a good question. Number one, local expertise. We know every neighborhood. So our team, we've sold more homes in Newport Coast since 2016 than anyone else. It's not like bragging, like, oh, we're better than everyone else, although it is the fact that when you've been in so many homes and you know every street and you know the views and you know the values. So you bring that expertise. For the seller, we can get more money. For the buyer, we can negotiate a better deal. And also it's really important, especially with international clients, that you make sure that they buy the right house. I've literally told clients, you're not buying that house. And they said, why? I said, trust me, this is not the right house for you. Maybe the way it's turned or the view or there's a lot of reasons, right? Not always just the price. So maybe we saw in the past, the house had a hard time selling, so you have to think like, I was telling you the other day, you have to think like maybe that next door neighbors, you have information, we say inside information, they're gonna tear the house down and these people wanna sell over 2 years, you're gonna have problems. You have to anticipate the problems. That's where we earn our money. That's in our expertise is by thinking ahead for our clients.
Yeah, I noticed that when we drove by on the street, literally you know every owner of the property. You talk to people, and they know you well. I think that's also a advantage of the Daftarian Group.
It is, yeah. We have to be careful because we seem like stalkers sometimes because we know everybody, but it's a benefit, yeah. So I said number one was expertise, knowing the homes. Number two, you work with a team. A team is always better than an individual agent because we have multiple listings. You can't be more than one place at one time. So having a team that can help with everything is going to be better for the client. So everything is focused around the client.
Totally.
The experience. We call it the 6-star Daftarian difference. It's a concierge service, but you have to know the homes, the neighborhoods, and have the experience. So that's why we always say be number one, but it's not about us, it's about the service that we provide for the client.
Yesterday, we went to a house with a client. The price was like 12. But the house was on Supra.
Yeah. Like the agent wasn't there. They gave us a code to let ourselves in.
You won't believe that.
$12 million house.
Right.
Yeah, so every single one of our listings, even $1.5 million, we have one right now, we are at every showing.
What's the difference?
That's a good question. So the biggest difference is, if you show up with your client, you walk in and it's dark. And maybe it's stuffy in there and hot and all the lights are off. And sometimes the clients aren't patient and they walk right in and this is their first experience, right?
Yeah.
So you have to get there, open it up, turn the lights on, maybe light a candle, maybe open the windows for some fresh air, right? Put on the music. You create a mood, you create the environment. So it's very pleasing when you walk in. It's going to be like the best it could possibly look, right? That's like if you're going to sell your car, you don't take it dirty with the dirty windows. You make it look like you're gonna go on a date. You get ready, comb your hair,
perfume.
Right? Perfume.
So we don't have second chance to create our first impression.
That's 100% right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's a good point. You don't see it often, but a lot of times, especially the agents that come from out of the area, maybe they are far away and they don't want to come for every single showing. Local. A lot of people now have come from out of the area and they say, oh, you don't want local, you want global. But listen, we have a global reach with our digital marketing. We have a global reach. Just because you're with bigger doesn't always mean better.
Right.
I've worked for the biggest banks in the world and I've worked for boutique banks. And you know what happens when you're with a boutique firm? You're faster. It's like the Navy SEALs, like you can move and you can be predictive. So one of the things, this is the number one thing that we say, we can predict the outcome for our clients.
Wow, that's very deep.
I love that. I love that. Because we need to know, we're going into it, we need to know what price we're gonna get for the house, or for a buyer, we need to know what price we're gonna get the house for them, right? Save them money, buy the right house. 5 years from now, 2 years from now, they're gonna thank you. No one stays in these homes for more than 2 to 3 years. It's true. Our clients move constantly. So have to be thinking about the next steps always.
I think the most important thing before they decide to sell their house, they really need to, make a right choice on like which realtor they will use or which broker they have the best reputation and the best way to, approach their, potential clients.
Definitely,
right?
definitely. And I think the most important part is this concierge service because anyone can take the house and stick a for sale sign and put it on the MLS the way it is. But we walk in with the expertise. We've sold so many homes in so many neighborhoods. We know what the buyers, because we deal with the listing, we deal with the buyers. We know what they want. We walk in and we say, maybe we need to change some lights. Maybe we need to do some staging. Maybe we need to paint a little bit. Maybe we need to trim some bushes. There's a million things that our eyes see that sometimes a homeowner doesn't see.
To achieve like a higher sales price.
To achieve a higher sales price, right? And we don't want to create work for the seller. We have this concierge service that helps with everything.
They all come from like the past experience.
And we on our team, project manager that can help with all the vendors. So you have, we can help with the general contractor, the painter, all these things to get to make the home the best it possibly can.
So we have like a holistic solution for the sellers, right?
Correct, yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, they pick the right team, they're gonna get more money in their pocket faster.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Let's go sell the house.
All right, sounds good, thanks.